Hello, YouTube. It's BTM here. Welcome you guys back to the Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being part of the Turbo Toe Turn Up. Let's go. So let's get to the business. Turbo's not dead, guys. So I just want you to realize we knew this was going to happen in the beginning, right? We knew this was going to happen last week before the announcement was rescheduled. We knew this was going to happen when the announcement got rescheduled, and we talked about it. After the announcement, there would be some pullback. So I don't know why you guys are freaking out, right? I still think Turbo might pump to 10 cents soon. You also got to keep in mind the fear index is up. We're going to look at this video from Caspa, Crypto John, and Crypto John's talking about it. But let's go through the chat real quick and let me know if you checked out the video from yesterday where we explained the actual partnership. So this is hello everybody. That's right. Let's go. Shout out to just enjoying the hobby or hobby. What's up, life cycle? What's up? I bet with the GOAT, you're right. Caspa is pumping. After all that time, Caspa's finally doing something. So, what does that tell you? You got to be patient, right? Buy the dips, DCA in on the dips, and then go from there. I told you it was a fake out Hong family. You were right. I called it, it was a flop. You're right. Life cycle. Adding to my bags. I am Gru. You are right. That's probably the best thing to do right now, right? I got some yesterday. I'm probably gonna get some tonight. Yesterday, buying it pulled my cost average way down, right? And today it's down again. What's up, Turbo King? I don't think dumping some turbo. Thinking about dumping some turbo to add Caspa. Quarter crawler, Casper. You're right. I should put my Casper shirt on, guys. Casper's the Army, better yet, the Navy. Shout out to the Air Force. And if Elon Musk ever get it together, the Space Force, Casper's going to the moon, baby. Remember, dance with who brought you to the party. Don't forget that. So it's just me going through the. Let's go. It's turbo turn up time. That's just remember turbo. What's up to DJ Tommy Boy? And you're right, Casper is looking good. Let's get to the charts. Let me see. Look at the bubble first. Casper's up 12.3 cents to 18.2. Up 2% in the last hour, up 26 the last week, up 30 in the month, and up 605 for the year. I remember Casper being up 3,000 or 2,000. So I might DCA in and get some more Casper, but not get too crazy with it. And Hong family. Turbo might touch 0.031 or 0.03, then rocket back up to 0.6. I think it might rocket up to a penny. I think it's going to keep going down. Right? You're right. I think it might get in the 4.7 range, but we'll look at the numbers in a second. Flocke is down 7.1, Beams down 7.2, Renders down 3.4, Shib's down 3.4, Singlers up 4.3, Polymatics up down 2.9, Prime's down 6.8, Piff's down 5.3, Blurb is down 13.2, My Lady's down 10.2, SCI is down 5.1. What is up, Doc McLovins? ZBCN's down 6%. What's up, Sugar Love? Been a while. Where you been? Where you been? You been hiding out? Welcome back to the fold. Era's down 4.2. Brett's down 10.1. Turbo is down 14.2. So let's look at this. Turbo is down the most in what we're looking at. One. Two, the entire market's down other than Caspa. Ton is up 2.3. Ocean's up 3.3. Lithium is up 1.5, and Fetch is down up 6. Right, everything else is down. So Fetch, Ocean in singular is one thing. Right, it's pretty much the same project. So really, the only thing really up is Caspa, and Caspa working my buns off. Okay, no problem there. Caspa's up because of the announcement about the marathon is mining Caspa, which is a good thing or kind of a bad thing, right? Because that means they're going to mine out faster. And you've seen, if you haven't seen, the price on Caspa miners are dropping like a big dog, right? So as they go down, people will get more miners and they're going to mine up Caspa, which for them to keep selling in miners, the price would have to come up. So let's look at Turbo. This is Turbo for the day chart. And you can see it's down, but it ain't crazy down. This is that resistance line at 0.0039. Hong said it might get down to 0.031. So somewhere in here, of which, if you notice, let's see about 0.2. So 0.1 is right when the last breakout started, right in here, which is 0.013. So if it comes down to here, it looks like it hit it here and bounced back up. So let's look at the 15-minute chart, and it's hovering between this 0.059 and 0.038. So it might get down to 3, but keep in mind, now is time to DCA, right? Dollar cost average. Don't get a whole lump sum of turbo. Get some tonight and get some tomorrow. This is not financial advice. But if the price goes down, if you got $100 today and $100 tomorrow and the price goes down to 0.03, 0.003, you'll actually have saved money versus getting $200 tonight and then it goes down another 0.010% or something. But let's look at um, the Ether scan is still up 0.144, right? So we're from Wednesday, actually from Monday, Tuesday we went up almost 300, and today looks like another 100 or so, give or take, right? You can see here Uphold still at 15.6. OKX is 13. Rex is still 11. Nothing's really changed, just the price going down. Get some turbo, but get more Caspa. Definitely. Because Caspa might be starting that run. But historically speaking, like I've been telling you guys, don't panic. June and July are not good months for crypto, right? So as a whole, crypto has been coming down. Sorry about that. I need to grab some water real quick. But as a whole, crypto's coming down. Let's click to a video. Let me get some water.
Focused on our sell points and stuff like that. But you have to wait for Bitcoin. You have to wait for Bitcoin to help the economy of cryptocurrency. Once Bitcoin moves, once Bitcoin does its thing, Turbo is probably going to blow the fuck up. And that's just me being real with you, man. Like, it's gonna go crazy. Now, Motorverse is an unfamiliar partnership with most people, but for the fact of what they have in store when it comes to Motorverse is actually really good. You have to do more deep research for yourself if you would like, but I'm pretty much giving you the game on this. especially when it comes to branding. Now, you have
So shout out to TJ the homie. Sorry about that. If it was loud, just coming back. Got something to sip, get a little water. I'm back in business. But now is when you want to buy, right? I tell you guys, always buy on red. I don't know that I would pick Casper up strictly because it's up 12%, right? I might wait for a dip because at some point, people that bought in are waiting for a point to hit and then they're going to sell, right? We all know how this works. So this is the 15-minute chart. Looks like it's pushing up to, what is this? 0.18. And I told you guys it might get to 20 cents in June or July. You can go back and check that. I definitely told you I thought it was actually going to get to 25 cents before the end of June. So it still might be a possibility. But let's look at Twitter. So this is Tater Toad. Tater Toad is the community through unity and shared vision can weather any storm conditions the market inflict on us. And this looks like uh, a supercharged toad weathering the storm. And this is our favorite toad stormtrooper, storm toader, tool of the empire. Interesting. Never a bad time to fill your turbo bags, but sometimes you're better than others. This is Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. Now's a great time to fill your bags with more turbo. The ups and downs of all parts of the journey. Continue to build the community, and the rest will take care of itself. And this is the Turbo Wizard, a wise turbo on the brink of a new destination. Buy now. So this is not financial advice. This is just me going through for entertainment purposes. Save on turbo and fill your bag. And this is the partnership with listed in the AI art gaming category, where the partnership was Ano Ammo. Of saying it wrong. Saw somebody say it earlier. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. In Metaverse and Motorverse, actually. And think about it, right? A turbo toad, which is a fast toad or a turbo upgrade. There's so many uses for turbo as a brand and a name in a gaming community or a race car, right? I think this is a good partnership for turbo, even though people don't think so and don't think it pumped as much as it should. But I mentioned that if it does pump, it's going to come back down. The Turbo team is constantly building and looking for big deals until Turbo is the number one meme. Turbo team is constantly building and looking for big deals until it's a number one meme. You're saying crypto's coming down, which might be true or maybe not. Who knows, especially with Caspa, with the KRC20. Who knows, June 30th is getting close. Casplex is launching. You are right, DJ Tommy. And this is kind of still more of a buy the rumor, sell the news, right? People are buying up Caspa to see what happens in what is this? June 30th, which is 4 days, which is when Casplex is launching, and when you should be able to use Cast tools to buy. I think Casplex will be going to the mainnet, right? I hold both Turbo and Caspa. I'm just saying 98% Caspa. Definitely hold more Caspa than Turbo. But like most of us, we bought Caspa a long time ago. We're just buying up the dips. And I would actually recommend, DJ Tommy, you're right. This is not financial advice, but it would be smart to DCA into both Turbo while it's down and Caspa while you can, right? At some point, Caspa's going to rip it up. Turbo it is. Dips are a buy opportunity for me. You're a right hobby. I'm with you there. Hello, BTM. Hold the turbo. I have great faith in it. Turbo, turn up. What's up, Kool Aid? This is awesome, right? It's a turbo. Um, I want to say this is a Porsche. I can't remember what this is. I know it's a race car, and I think it's a Porsche race car. But look at the turbo here, right? As it would be, and then this is me earlier this morning. Just stay calm, guys. Relax. Remember the last time this happened, people panicked, and then the price started going up. I suspect the price will start pumping again. What's the day? Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Get you a Cashware wallet ready. Yeah, I got my Cashware wallet. I'm already stocked, waiting for the upgrade to complete. And this is crypto.com is at 1.3. I remember crypto.com was at zero point 0.7. These guys are buying up turbo, right? It's only the people that are have this gambling mentality that think you're going to become a millionaire overnight that are selling. And it's cool. You sell it, I'll pick it up, right? We'll keep DCAing in and holding. And hopefully we'll get there and have some left over for buying Caspa before Caspa takes off. Because the general narrative is the meme coins, i.e., Turbo, Pepe, and what is that? Turbo, Pepe, Dodge, Andy, and the rest of these are going to pump before. Because, like he said, it's only been, what is that, April, March, April, June, and July. Most of the time, the pump doesn't start from the halving for 6 months to 18 months. So we're definitely still early on in the game and still ahead of the curve, right? It's not even time for the pump. First off, June and July is not a good month for crypto. The pump generally starts at September, maybe late August, September, and October, right? That's when the main pump starts to push. So we're still ahead of the curve. You can only buy KRC with Caspa. We are going to be so wealthy, people. Even after the bull run, keep some Caspa on the side for years, for a few years. It's going to 20, 30 easy. You're right. This KRC thing is going to jump. And when it does jump, these coins I'm minting, like I'm about to mint the nacho, the coins I'm minting are going to be worth something on the KRC20 side. And like he's saying, generally, you're not going to spend your Caspa, right? You're going to use your Caspa to buy KRC20, and that's what you're going to spend. Most of the people are going to keep Caspa and spend the KRC20. I should have made a Caspa live. But this is Turbo. Turbo's down 15.7, 0.0443, which is a definite buy, right? Market cap is down to 337 million. Um, 24-hour range is 0.0481. The high is 0.054. 7-day range is 0.045. And 7-day high is 0.067. All-time high is 0.097, which is almost a penny. And we're down 49% from the all-time high. So if it is to pop back up to 0.097 or 0.01, that's a 50% jump from here. I'm not gambling, but I'm saying if you're trying to earn as much bang for your buck, a 50% push up would be better than a 5 or 6 push, right? You could always exchange it or swap it once it came up. But I would hold it long term. Scooped up more turbo today. Pawpaw silver stacks. Turbo needs Coinbase. You're right, young Eldor. And of course, Tommy Boy. But you guys are right, right? We don't even have a T1 listing, and people are already trying to dump Turbo. That's crazy to me. And let me show you this. So this is top 50 crypto, and this is by 24 hour, right? Turbo's not even at the top of the 24 hour. There's 27%, 27%, 18%, 16%. Turbo's only at 15%, which is 9, right above MAGA, which MAGA was up in the top three when I first looked at this. So even it's coming down, and Turbo's coming down for us to pick it up. Just continue to hold and let me know what you guys think. So this is, I'm trying to see if I want to play this one first. Yeah, let's play this first. We got some stuff I wanted to talk
I
about.
mean, the state of turbo is really bad right now. Technically speaking, we were still optimistic yesterday, right? I mean, yesterday, yes, yesterday all day long. I mean, this is where we started dumping in the morning. There were significant position closures. To be honest, I am biased because I am short on turbo, as most of you are aware. That is accurate, then. Since this level on Friday, I've been short. After experiencing significant losses, I'm suddenly making money again. I may be biased, but if you look at Turbo's current situation only from a technical standpoint, you'll see that, despite our recent great breakouts, this level, which is between 0.6 and 0.56 cents, was our strongest one. And to me, that's a really bearish validation of how we respond to it. Possess, I think there will be big news about Turbo tomorrow. Generally, when there is news like that in a situation like this, the market sells the news effect. This basically means that if the news is announced, it is bullish, but if it doesn't meet expectations, it is bearish. Thus, Turbo's foundational principles are also lacking. And as I mentioned before, those two significant bearish confirmations that I will never forget technically are the lack of reaction at 0.6 cents, which is essentially a dip below that and an instantaneous retest, and the lack of reaction at 0.55 and 0.56 cents. Next though, if you really zoom in, you'll notice that we have these large position closes, which I have already discussed in the last few days, as well as earlier this morning, actually yesterday morning or afternoon, to be more precise, as it appears to be very likely for Turbo. The fact that wheels were involved is another. You can observe how quickly the open interest has increased in such a way. And then this kind of sell-off is observed. That is to say, this normally doesn't work out well when wheels purchase in and then progressively sell off into retail. Right now it feels almost twofold, isn't that right? The fact that Will's invested here, in my opinion, also indicates that we may become bullish once more because Turbo still has a fantastic community that is eager to purchase. In the event that, for instance, tomorrow's news is extremely encouraging and Wills begins to reinvest, we might reach what I consider to be the most crucial key level, which is currently between 0.58 and 0.6 cents. Thus, a bullish turbo is unquestionably possible if we suddenly regain momentum, which is currently sinking horribly and Bitcoin continues to hold on relatively well. Simply put, given the current circumstances, which include two significant negative confirmations, news is breaking that typically intensifies bearish pressure, and there is no progress being made. Like the CVD has been negative throughout this entire dump, and there is no indication of life from the momentum, indicating that positions are genuinely being sold off. It's easy to presume that we're going to collapse when you look at that scenario. Okay, and I anticipate sliding down as well. This is the main support level at 0.5, 0.48 cents. There may be some support there, but if we continue to be bearish on Bitcoin and the open interest continues to decline like it is, we will only go lower. As I mentioned before, I may be biased because I'm short, but that's why I'm short, okay? And I'm going to tell you why right now. Even though my timing was off, it didn't mean the end of the world. Thus, yes, that's what I anticipate at this time. I believe that's all you should know for the time being.
Okay, so he's saying too that he was betting it was short, which we talked about, right? We knew it was going to go down uh, after the news. Even if the news was great, people would continue to sell off. Kudos for thinking the same way, Lynch. Who would dig into their bag to invest a meme? I'm definitely going to invest more into Cas to buy Casper. Oh, you're talking about Casper KRC token. Interesting. I'm definitely gonna get more to get what is that? Nacho and another one, but I need to make a video for that actually. I need to make note to Casper video. If the whole market wasn't mostly down, it would be a different story. It would go back up, buy low while you can. You're right, I am Gru. That's what I was thinking too. Harlem Fashion, nothing much. We just started getting into it. Number two, Trender and Coin Gecko. What's up, y'all? What's up, John Wayne? So this is trying to figure out if I want to play Crypto John first or Yeah, let's start with John. Then we'll come back to the AMA. This is Freeman Finance. So put a 77 in the chat if you was in the AMA today. A pretty good AMA. I was in it, but I had to drop for another meeting because I wanted to make some comments. But the next AMA, I'm definitely going to get in and talk with our main man, Freeman Finance. But let's see what Crypto John recently said about Turbo.
So I said this on my Discord the other day. I was like, guys, unless it's a huge exchange listing, which I didn't think was going to be the case, it's probably not going to pump because there's too much fear in the market that a meme coin is not going to just randomly pump. There are that much fear. Not to mention, a lot of people who come into meme coins, the majority of investors are like these high stake gamblers. Whereas any partnership or news that's not a Coinbase listing or a Binance listing, it's bad. It's completely stupid how the majority of retail thinks when it comes to meme coins. But this is why the majority of whales and smart money don't invest into meme coins because they know the community grows over time and it's large, but they also know the majority of investors who are holding meme coins, they have like this either I make $100 million or it's a bad coin. Either it goes to the moon tomorrow or it's going to zero. They don't realize that, meme coins are just like any other crypto investment. They're investments with more risk. But you can even argue and say this cycle that meme coins are actually not as risky as the majority of altcoins. Yes, they're community driven, they don't have utility, but we've seen coins like Shiba Inu, Pepe, Dog with Fat, Floki, and Brett, all without utility, break the top 100. Okay, and Turbo is not much different than Pepe. Now, them just saying they might have utility is good, but me as an investor, I don't care. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying like when I invest into a meme coin, there's an expectation that this coin's never going to have utility. And not every crypto has to have utility. Sometimes the draw to a meme coin is the fact that it's a community driven coin, centralized. It's in this case, a cute yellow toad. It's got a good allocation, 92% circulating. It's, made with AI, has a good backstory with Red Mankind, a genuine, awesome founder. So you don't always have to, keep adding stuff and reinventing the wheel. And I'm not here saying that what the Turbo team did was bad. I'm saying like it's only bullish, like it's only good firewood to the fire. That's what this is, right? It's firewood to the fire. But the majority of investors with meme coins, and Turbo's no different, again, they all expect a Coinbase listing in 24 hours, Binance, you know, or some YouTuber fuzz it goes down and they all panic sell together. It's these unrealistic expectations that is what diminishes people's hopes and ultimately leads them to panic sell their turbo bags or their meme bags or any crypto. Turbo's holding like a beast. It is up over a 10x from when we bought it on my Discord. Before it was 3026. It is now 2047, 2005. Okay, so we're still up a lot. And that's not to say that if you enter now you're late. It's still a sub 400 million market cap. Okay, Pepe is like a 5, 6, 7 billion market cap. Shiba Inu and Dogecoin are near the top 10. Okay, meme coins, in my opinion, they could be here to stay. And again, Turbo, it's a great coin. There's so many good fundamentals within Turbo.
So even as Crypto John is saying, right? Turbo is not a bad project. Like Caspa's not a bad project. A lot of these projects are going to take off, make some money. People are going to pull their money out and they're going to disappear. This bull run, a lot of stuff is going to get weeded out of the crypto ecosystems. A lot of things that are pumping now probably won't be around. I'm just going to tell you guys straight up. If it's not above a certain market cap and doesn't have a utility, this pump, when the pump starts, things are going to fall to the wayside, right? Why are people going to invest in everything? People are going to get focused and only start investing in certain coins and projects. As with Turbo, Turbo's on the Ethereum blockchain, and a lot of money is going to flow into Ethereum when these ETFs get approved. I was watching a video earlier, and this guy was talking about they're estimating Ethereum could push up to 10,000 per token by the end of the bull run. So that's almost a 300x on Ethereum. And if Ethereum 300x, what do you think is going to happen to Turbo? Right? You think it's just going to be a small push? Turbo is going to run like the rest of these Ethereum tokens, and people already bought them. So who's going to pay those uh, Ethereum fees to exchange it? They're just going to hold it and cash out, right? So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hoop is hit the super chat. I don't hear or see any chats coming down or any super chats. But let's get back to John real quick.
So, it's trendy with AI. It has 8% circulating supply. A founder who's genuine and doxed. People don't understand how big that is. The majority of meme coins are not doxed. They're anonymous founders, including Pepe. Okay, even Shiba Inu, we have a name to it, but we don't know who the person is, right? At least with Turbo, you have a face to the coin. Not to mention, you're so early, like, 30K holders. It just broke 30, 33K recently. And the top 100, a majority of the top 10 is exchanges. Exchanges are a good thing. You know what other coin has the majority of top 10 exchanges? Caspa. And look at Caspa's chart. So if you check Turbo's 1 year chart, this is one of the most bullish charts I've seen, aside from Caspa, aside from Artblock, and a few others. For a meme coin, this is a miraculous chart. The ones who are concerned right now, the ones who bought it at the all-time high on hype, naturally, when you had the expectations of all or nothing, Coinbase or nothing, $100 million or nothing, and you buy at the all-time high, all it takes is a little bit of fun, or in this case, a bad partnership, which is not bad whatsoever, but people view it that way because they say, oh, gaming sucks. First of all, gaming, although it's not hot right now, for a meme coins are all about popularity, exposure, excitement.
Yeah, as gaming goes, right, the gaming narrative will never really go away. Some people are always going to be playing games or in the games, and especially if they make something that is app friendly for your phone. Imagine gas fees to cash out on Turbo. Ethereum fees suck, opposed to Solana or Casper, who agrees you're right. Casper and the KRC20 tokens probably won't have fees. So, um, once Turbo does pump, probably best to go ahead and take your profits and leave the rest in there, right? I wouldn't try to keep constantly selling or taking little bits of Turbo out because they're going to probably feed you to death, right? So let's finish up this video with John.
If we start seeing Turbo get integrated with gaming, whether it's a cool game or not, it's just the fact that we see it all over in front of our faces. It would be a memorable, popular thing. And what does that signal? It means it's going to cause excitement and probably buyers, holders. Okay, that's the whole point of this, guys. It's the exposure to people, the community that want to look into Turbo. If they're the first ones to be, let's just say, a gaming meme coin, how cool would that be? Nobody would forget it. The reason people know Dogecoin is because Dogecoin was the first meme coin created. It also is a fork of Bitcoin, which people don't know, but it is. And it was created as a joke. Now, I'm not saying Turbo has to reinvent the wheel and be a whole different meme coin, but this is bullish. How many meme coins have a proactive team that even answer you on social media? Okay, so, to me, my reaction was just neutral. I'm glad I saw a partnership. And again, the market conditions were so bloody, I did not expect a pump. And
Okay. So Harlem Fashion Shib's team said the same thing. Game flopped. The Shib team game, okay, we can't even compare Turbo to Shib, right? Shib had so much weird stuff going on, so many delays with Shibarium and the projects, and the developers quit, then they came back, and then they weren't working, and all kind of stuff. I followed the Shib project closely. I was invested in it like I invested in Deutsch. I got on a Dodge too early, and I just got fed up with shit, right? With the delays and them saying Siberian will be here. They're still working on ship. The developers quit. And I was like, this is, and as John mentioned with Turbo, we know who Turbo is, right? We know the development team. You can talk to these guys, they respond to you. We know Rec started it. We know that I think that guy's name is John. Somebody mentioned the name of the guy who's running the um, Twitter page, and I've talked to him a couple times. He actually is pretty down to earth and makes sense. So I'll definitely continue with Turbo. So I was just trying to figure out where you guys are, right? Time to rally the troops and the general to get everybody back focused on Turbo. So keep in mind, Turbo is here to stay. Okay, that was definitely the wrong button. So spent 2 years with Volt and new. Have 3 games, multiple utilities, but no pump. Not many new holders. It's 80 on exchange, etc. Easy to stay memes, but I'm bullish on Turbo regardless. But like you said too, okay, Turbo's not just another meme, right? It's the first AI meme. And I think that will also help as the narrative goes forward, right? There's some differences in Turbo, which could create a pump, but ultimately it's a meme coin. And if it is the top meme coin on Ethereum, it does have pretty useful works, right? I did see Volt, but I didn't invest in Volt like I didn't invest in there's tons of meme coins, right? And right now, meme coin will be the narrative until it's not, right? So Fluke, Bonk, uh, Brett, Mog. See how quick Mog dropped? Mog was up crazy yesterday, and now it's down 10%. Book of memes, Pepe, dog with a hat, cat with a hat. There's too many memes. So a lot of these memes that aren't really built on anything are duplications of other memes are going to start to fall to the wayside. Casper's up 10% now. It's like it came down just a little bit. Coming down for us to pick it up. Turbo also only has 169 billion coins in circulation. Totally different situation. And you're right, because I think there's trillions in SHIB and they're burning them and they're still not even making any impact. And Quarter Crawl is right. Go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button and hit us with the super chat. This is Freeman Finance, and he's talking about the AMA. So let me know if you guys watched the AMA. Hit or type a 77 in the chat if you guys were there and if you agreed or disagree. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see what the street's talking about Turbo.
Lots of people watched this live AMA with myself and Turbo. It was about 45 minutes. We got into the recent big partnership that they made, what they're doing in the future, what exchange listings will look like in the future.
Yes, DJ Tommy, it is true. Turbo refuses to pay for a tier one. They're not paying for anything. They don't pay for marketing. They don't pay for content creators. Turbo holds the line on actual community involvement. That's another reason I'm really bullish on that project. They're not going to pay their way to tier one, which is actually good in the long run. Definitely. They're going to have cash when some of these guys start to burn out.
And then we also asked questions from no other than the Turbo community and the Freeman and Finance family, guys. I'll have that link below in the description. I really recommend everyone taking the time to go listen to it. But the big partnership announced was with Anamoko Brands. If you don't know what that is, you're not alone. I didn't either. I hadn't heard of them initially, but after looking into them, they are really big in Web3 gaming, guys. And if you look, they are the people behind the sandbox. So why is this so important? Okay, people say you don't need utility for a meme token. Just pump it, pump them bags, pump them bags. Of course, we all love the green candles, right? It's a lot better having a day with big green candles than big red candles. But at the end of the day, right now we're waiting to see what BTC does anyway. So we're going to be kind of stuck in this limbo phase right now until Bitcoin has a breakout. And it might reach 80,000. We'll go over something in a little bit, but this is building long term, guys, and that's really what I want to put in y'all's head. Sure, the Turbo team could have went and paid for a whole bunch of exchanges to pump up this token, dump on everyone, and in 2 months you never would have remembered what the Turbo Toad was, the first AI generated meme coin. Nobody.
So I guess he answered your question, DJ Tommy. He's right, right? A lot of these people or a lot of these projects have to pump their meme coin or have to pump their project because at some point, a lot of these projects are going to go away. I just want to make sure I emphasize that to you guys. A lot of these projects with no concept and that are kind of mirrors of other projects or straight up copies, they're going to go away like they did in the last bull run. A lot of stuff in the last bull run is not around. Keep that in mind. LOL, pumpkin bags, big green candle. All right, John Wayne.
Would have cared. Nobody would have known. This is an attempt to make a long lasting meme coin, really coming after Doge as that number one spot, guys. Currently, Turbo is at a $300 million market cap, down from 600 million. So it's had a retracement, but not even as much as I originally thought that it would. But when you look at this company, they're obviously behind, like I just said, the sandbox. But when you look at some of the games they're over in, like, let's just say Web 2, for instance, base one, all the Power Rangers here, Crazy Kings, WWE, Wrestling, Battle Palooza. So this is definitely a very big player with a lot of liquidity. But something that I think is even cooler, guys, is this Future Play right here. Okay. Future Play enters this deal as a liquidity partner on the behalf of Turbo Toad.
Okay, Tommy. You mentioned something I had to talk about. This is what I don't understand, right? A lot of these, like Caspa and Turbo, have something to offer, but tier ones aren't biting versus tier ones picked up Mog, I think, and Brett. I want to say Mog. Something else is new, like real new, and is on a lot of exchanges. I can't remember if it was Mog or Cat with a Hat, but it's weird. Something that just appeared, popped up out of nowhere, and now is listed on a lot of exchanges. But I'm telling you, these exchanges are just in it for the money. As soon as some of these meme coins start dropping, you're going to see massive exoduses from these meme coins, and then they're going to disappear, right? But remember, two totally different categories. Yes, Caspa and Turbo are completely different. Like they can't even compete with each other because one is an AI meme coin and one is a P2P token, right? They're not even going to be on the same accord. Looks like Casper came back up to 11.5%. Another ton coin. It's huge and no tier one listing because the tier ones, I'm telling you guys, are waiting for this reckoning to happen and some of these meme coins to start I guess what's the opposite of pumping? Dumping, I guess dumping. And then they're gonna start buying into the stuff that's rising, right? The cream of the crop always rises. And when that starts happening, that's when they're gonna list a lot of these tokens, right? They're kind of waiting for the air to clear, right? It's kind of cloudy now, but when everything clears and the dust settles, that's when they're going to buy in big so they can make their money back.
Token. Over 3 million in turbo was provided by us to make this deal happen. So obviously they purchased 3 million in turbo. Okay, they're going to be launching a custom built turbo casino that will accept turbo as in-game currency, guys. That is extremely bullish. Okay, so I don't know, is this slot machines, blackjack, all that's going to be using the turbo toad? And so do they have a hot wallet incorporated into the platform and you use that as your wallet and you can win turbo, lose turbo? I don't know, but I think it's really cool. It's bringing utility to the turbo token, and that's really what turbo needs. You could see their platform. Go take a look at stuff like right here. They have a slot machine type game. They just have different bets, place 4 bets to qualify. So I don't know, are we going to be able to use turbo for all of this stuff? You see they have Solana integrated here. So I think it's a very good opportunity to add, use case for the turbo token. I really do. So they're building the team. They're saying this is going to be a summer full of announcement, guys. And I just want to say, it was really, really cool to be hosting the AMA with Turbo and see how many people from all around the world love the same toad. Okay. Everyone's in it. We know that meme tokens don't have any intrinsic value, they have community, and boy, is there a community behind Turbo. But one thing Turbo is doing is trying to bring utility to the project, and they're doing it one thing at a time. So it's going to be going into games and stuff with Animoca Labs. I'm sure they're going to be releasing even more. And then it's going into a casino with that other company. Motoverse, who I believe is one of the sub companies of Animoca Brands, or the big company, is having a competition. And I really encourage everyone within the Turbo.
All right, what's going on in the chat? We'll take a second before he mentions the thing to get into. What do you think about DGing? We looked at that before. I want to say I actually just closed the bubble. So life cycle, let me check that in a second. I like the casino utility. I like that too. Popcat. Yeah, Popcat is coming out of nowhere. Number 8 on crypto bubbles. How? Without any tier 1 listing. What are you talking about? You talking about Tommy? Casino utility, definitely. Because I know a lot of people like to gamble, and gambling turbo coins would be crazy, especially if turbo starts to run again, right?
Community to participate in these competitions, because the more the turbo community participates in the competition, the more and more they're going to incorporate turbo into other things. The more and more it'll bring attention to this project that we all know and love. So I recommend everyone going to this Motiverse page right here, reading about it. But you can see the giveaway: 50,000 turbo, 30,000 turbo, 25,000 turbo. And I think this is going to be announced, a week after the competition closes, guys. So I don't think it's going to be lasting much longer. But now, we all know the price of turbo is dropping. Okay. We love green candles, we hate red candles, but it's part of the day, right? If it would have just kept pumping, you would have seen a big red candle and maybe turbo would cease to exist. But I don't think so. So let's take a look at turbo. But as always, guys, I could be completely wrong. I'm just got slightly a degen and less finance. Let's get into the price action of turbo, because that's what we all really worry about, guys. So when we take a look at this, obviously turbo's down. It's at 2045 right now. I personally think it'll keep going down for now. So when we looked at this a few weeks ago, when we were up here, I said that it's possible for turbo to go down 70%. Okay. At the time, 70% would be right there where this yellow line is. Okay. And we did not reach that. We reached this 0.35 line, which I also called as the bottom at the time. But it does look like we're going to test that again, guys. We don't have a lot of space right here. You see how this is just real thin, not a whole bunch of support right here, guys. So we will see what happens. It wouldn't surprise me if we test that again. I guess there's a little support over here from that. But let's take this line off. So what I'm looking for is, do we bounce off of this, or do we eventually make that 70% low? Guys, I really do not have.
Is that better? I turned it up a little bit. Let me know if that helped. And let's see, Ton Coin market cap is no tier one listing, 19 billion. Let me see. Go back to this for a second.
Have a good, overall answer for it right now. If we look at these trend lines, we obviously had a trend line right here, okay? And we're kind of just waiting to see. It did do a breakout from that, but is it going to come back down to this area, guys? That's something we all have to wait and see. But I just want to reiterate, and you know what? I'll show it on here, that
This analysis is looking pretty choice. Okay, time to start screenshotting everything.
No, with Hex you can publish.
that it is not uncommon for these type of big price drops to happen. It's not uncommon. It's happened multiple times in the
That was the main thing I wanted to tell you guys, right? We've seen this kind of drop before, and generally it happens before the crypto takes off, right? It's got to come down for us to pick it up, and then it starts to pump. Every time the pump starts, it's always coming off a low, and then it pushes back up. This is coin ranking, and you said Ton Coin is at 18.8 billion. Oh wow. Right above Dogecoin. Interesting. So yeah, there's definitely room for Turbo to push up. Turbo told Army, let's go. Turbo, turn up Toad. Okay. But shout out to Michael Clarkston and the Turbo Turd up Army. 100%. This is why I've been buying more tonight. As it continues to drop, it will bounce. It always bounces. If people aren't into crypto or new to the crypto market, the price always comes down before it gets real bullish, right? All stock has that dip and then it takes off. And I think once the settle from the news that people were expecting or not expecting, once that little group gets out, people are going to keep buying. Because if we're buying it up now, you best believe that price is going to come back up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think with Toncoin, I don't know. Let's see where Toncoin is listed. But I do know with Turbo, if that listing does happen, it's going to be lots of pumping, right? Just from the buy the rumor, sell the news. Just from the rumor that it is getting listing, people are going to have interest in it, and the interest is going to come up, and people are going to start buying again. Billions of expirations this Friday. Could see a lot of money flowing into crypto Friday, loaded bags. And you're right, Scottish crypto. There is going to be a lot of money flowing in. Is it the end of the month? Flowing through the market, right? Because the end of the month is this week, Sunday. And it is a holiday next weekend. So if you're going to do, it might be some pulling out. No, did he? Pulling out over the week, this weekend. But next weekend, expect to see some upward momentum, right? Want to buy more right now, but right now, so sad, so bad. I'm sad I can't afford more Turbo. I'm only going to use my paycheck. I'm going to use my paycheck on Turbo. Whoa. Again, this is not financial advice, so I can't tell you, but I'm definitely reloading the bag. Tommy boy. Turbo has a large community. People are still buying despite the dip. There's no reason to be panicking. You are right. SRT. Sorry, you're right. We will sail this weekend and load up next weekend. Yeah, you're right. People are gonna cash in so they can party, and then once they get on their yachts and their boats and chilling with their friends on the 4th of July, they're gonna get some advice and push that narrative back into turbo. But you never know, right? It's hard to tell with these guys and how the market goes. M taking a break on buy. Okay. Black Tiger Miner, your live stream gains traction over time. I watch. Black Tiger Miner, so bullish. Gains traction. Yeah, I guess people like what I'm talking about. So shout out to the Turbo Toad community and all that's listening, all you guys to come back. I really appreciate you. Thank you for coming, expressing your opinion, and helping the Black Tiger Miner channel grow and help the Turbo Toads go from panicking. And let's actually look at the DEX tools and see what's going on. Small dip on Caspa if you're looking for an entry. You're right. Uncle Sam will slap those asses next year at a hefty tax bill. You're right. So they got a sale to keep these taxes in check. What the? That's weird. Wow. No wealth movement at all in 2 days. Am I looking at this right? Only one dolphin sold 1.1 million in 2 days. So again, there's not a lot of activity. That's weird. That is weird. Not a lot of activity going on. I thought it would be massive selling and dumping. But you can see here, this shrimps are buying it up. DCAing in. So I don't know. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But looks like the shrimps are DCing up as the price is down. What is this? 26. Yeah. Somebody bought 600. This is today at 13, 8 o'clock. Looks like around 8, 9 o'clock, people started buying it up. This guy sold. Probably gonna buy back in. This guy sold. Fish sold 600 shares even. He might be buying back in. And the rest of these guys are buying. So look for this price not to hang around these low levels too long, guys. What's up, Hawks? You have a really cool, calm voice. Have you, DJ? Actually, not. Been on TV, radio, not really. Probably doing a lot of talking at work, but outside of that, what is a dolphin, whale, shrimp? Shrimp is less than $1,000. Dolphin is 3,000 to 10,000, and whale is over 10,000. Name levels for your bag size. Explain you think it will skyrocket. Why you think it will skyrocket? If I could, I would buy all volume. I know that's right. Buy it up. These are great prices compared to what we will see in a month or two. And you're right. And Harlem, why you think it will skyrocket? Because one thing I know, it always goes down, right? Like look here in this DEX tool. It was here, it came down, and then it popped. It was here, came down, popped. Came down some more, came back up, goes down. It always goes down, like right here. It went down, then it popped. Crypto always goes down right before that major pop, right? And I think it's not financial advice. I wouldn't say buy. I'm buying again at 0.039. It's not financial advice, so I wouldn't say buy, but I would definitely keep an eye on it while it's down, right? Down 16% and still dropping, which is weird because looking at the DEX tools, oh, I'm tripping. This is the wrong crypto. Why didn't I say anything? I'm tripping. Let's say, why is this? Who is buying this up? Let me see. Terrible. Sorry about that, guys. We're looking at the wrong token. What was the catalyst that pushed it to 0.9? You're looking at Yotoshi. Yes, thank you, DJ. Thank you, Tommy Boy. So my Bitcoin, Bonk, and Myro and Book of Memes for Caspa and Brett. And actually, that might not be a bad idea. This is not financial advice. Okay, so now we're looking at the right one. It's pretty much the same, right? What is this? A whale sold 781,000 15 minutes ago. Yeah, at 9:15. Whoa. This whale bought $9,000. That's what I'm saying, man. Not financial advice, but this guy bought 2 million. So he literally bought up most of what's been sold. This guy sold 3,900,000. This shrimp bought 300. So you can see here, there are lots of small this guy bought 34 cents. Wow. There's lots of small buys happening, which is weird. This guy bought 4,000. This guy bought 2,000. This guy bought 2,000. This guy removed 19,000. What the and this was the selling earlier, I guess. But it looks like since we've hit this point, people are starting to buy again. So I don't know. Be interesting how the price goes overnight. Good on you, Hawk, but you should definitely buy more Bitcoin in exchange for Turbo at the top of what you have. Maybe even 30,000 Turbo. I need 34 cent more Turbo. I know, right? I might just go ahead and make that 30 cent purchase. Wait until retracement ends and you'd like, but I think it can happen anytime. What website is this? This is Dex Tools. It's a Dex screener tool. You put it in and it shows you the prices on cryptos when they are newer crypto. So I don't know if the larger ones are on here or not. I always use it for micro caps. Let me see. See if the big boys on here. If they're on here, everything's on here. Now that's a Bitcoin on Ethereum. That's weird. I have a bag of Turbo. Yeah, this can't be right. I don't know what this is. But yeah, most of these are micro caps. So don't look for the big boys on the DEX tools. So let's see, Caspa's here. It doesn't like the right Caspa logo either. But yeah, let me get back to finish up. Let me finish up Freeman Finance real quick.
In the past. So let's just go to some random time Turbo had ran up. So let's just use this. And I showed this in another video. And this is very loose. But let's take this and measure up to the top of that candle. Okay. So you can see that's a 400% increase. And like I said, guys, I'm just really rough measuring right here. Okay. So let's just call that about a 400% increase. In fact, let's go to the high of that entire thing. So it's more of like a 500 or 600% increase. Well, how much did it go down at the most? So before it went back up, it hit somewhere around here. So that was an 80% price drop from this big shoot up of 500-600% down. And then what did it do? It made a higher high. As long as it makes lower, higher lows, as long as it makes higher lows, we're perfectly okay, guys. So I don't think it's going to get near as low as that.
Yeah, because like I was saying, it always comes down for us to pick it up and Jason out of dry powder until Friday. Of course, nobody knew this would happen this week. I thought it would be going up and I could pick up something on a dip this week, but it is down and is definitely not financial advice, but it would be a pretty good time to pick it up.
I definitely don't think we're ever going to see, at least anytime soon, the numbers that we seen, 2-3 months ago when it was down here in the trenches and everything. But this type of retracement, I think, is healthy. When we look at the community with Turbo, you can see this right here. Look at just visually how much the token holders has blown. It was a little flat back here, and then it just really skyrocketed up, guys. And Turbo is over 34,000 holders. Okay. Volume's looking pretty good, guys, but we're just having a little more selling pressure right now than buying pressure. But I always say, whenever it comes down to any project, when the price is going down and we're all worried about it, it's normal. But ask yourself, did the fundamentals of the project change? Is this still a meme coin made by AI for the people? Was it still made by Rep Mankind with a budget of $69? $69. It is. Was it still made with Chat GPT-4? It is. Is it still growing exchanges and all kinds of things? Yes, it is, guys. It is still growing. And look, it's always possible to be taken advantage of in this space, but I'm a good judgment of character, I believe, and I'm a person with integrity.
Okay. I don't know where he's going with this, but we'll pause that for a second. And he is right. It is always good to kind of hang around, right? If a project is not doing anything, right? It's not like they defrauded the federal government or the app doesn't work or the dev team resigned. The price action is going to trend back up because there's nothing wrong with the project. Maybe some people are selling off, and you can see clearly on the DEX tools, these guys, somebody is buying back in. So I suspect this price we got now is not going to be down very long, right? I don't think it's going to trend too long at that price. Let's see here, because he mentioned it's still trending up for people joining the project and people with interest in the project, right? See if we can find Trader View real quick and see what the project looks like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and hit the super chats. Been kind of quiet, trying to keep the channel going, trying to rebuild my community, trying to keep it rolling for the Turbo Toe turn up. You guys aren't liking the video or super chat or even commenting. What's going on, guys? I think you will be okay. Turbo looks flat. Yeah, I think you might have more than just this weekend. Why does it keep doing this? Until it has an actual serious push up, I think you'll be okay with Turbo. Let me see what the. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, a better chart. So if you can see here, we're at this resistance at 0.044. And where did my lines go? Dang it, you. RSI is coming down. We're still losing volume. It looks like we're coming up on a MACD crossing, which is important. There are huge meme tokens that have no utility. Turbo is in a small market cap, and has gained utility. Just wait until this bull run. I think it will be the top most performer. I think you're right, and I know for sure it's going to push up like a bad boy. The only one talking. I'm the only one talking. Yeah, you're right. It is some people coming back in though. Yeah, you're the only one. Huh? My sell price for what? What's the sell price? And yes, it's still, what is this? This is a day chart. I'm tripping. We hit a 15-minute chart. It's still flat. This is at 0.044. Looks like the RSI was down crazy and it's starting to trend back up. And looks like we are on a MACD cross here. So either it's going to go green here or go red. If it goes green, 5-minute chart, looks like RSI is rising and MACD is turning up. So maybe there'll be some movement tonight. I don't know. My sell price target for Turbo is 40 cents. I'm probably taking profit at 50 cents. But and I'm planning to sell all my Turbo. Just bought 3K worth of Turbo. Shout out to Scottish Crypto. Yes, sir. Mike Clarkston. Meadow yellow, first red. Meadow yellow, first red. Black Tiger Miner to the moon. Definitely. Go ahead and hit us up with the super chat. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit that like button, fam. And yes, this is the 1 hour chart. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart. 15-minute chart. Got a couple of green candles in the 1 hour chart. Still down for this hour. So let's see what's going on here. Still down 15%. And there's not a lot of activity. What the freak is going? There's not a lot of activity tonight on the DEX tool, which is strange. But that'll be a lot of selling off or dumping. So Turbo is holding pretty steady, actually. Let's see here. Shout out to the Turbo Revolution, the Turbo Toad Army, the Turbo Toad Warriors, and Turbo Turn Up. Let's go. So yeah, last one is at 9:15. That's weird. 9:14. It's like 30 minutes ago. 50 cents for Turbo is possible. Yes, probably next year or the end of this year. Maybe. Or definitely 2025. How come US selling off Bitcoin that will make us crash more? Yeah, but the US has a lot of Bitcoin, right? They got a mess load from the Silk Road thing. Scottish Crypto LMG. Let's freaking go. I can pay off all my debt and have a big bag of Turbo. Hits even 40 cent Canadian. I buy on Mexi. Yeah, if it hits 40 cents, I would definitely be in a good situation for Turbo. So let me see here. What is this? Oh yeah. I'm tripping. Ooh, it can't be right. Oh, it can't be right. Wait, I'm tripping. Just looking at something real quick. Yeah, okay, I'm tripping. Okay. Yeah, I can still make some pretty good investments if it hits 40 cents. I'm not mad about that either. But let me know what you guys think. And let's see here. Let's see what Rose talking about.
enhances Turbo's branding and market presence.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need.
Aligning it with Animoca's brand expertise in Web3, the integration of Turbo in Motorverse will enhance user engagement and create unique gaming um, more than the gaming, the racing basically partnered up with Motorverse. Have a crazy pump from that 0.003 to that 0.006. Now we're just kind of hovering between that level, right? Now, if you guys didn't know, we did have that announcement, that huge announcement that came out where Turbo basically partnered up with Motorverse. And then FuturePlay.com also had this to add. Future Play entered this deal as liquidity partner.
Yeah, with Mexi, I think they started that KYC. Okay, I might get the Brave browser then. But yeah, that's a plug-in or that's just a regular extension. Um, yeah, Mexi kept mentioning they were going to KYC, so I don't know if they are going to continue that or not. And let me see, Bitcoin. I'm tripping.
On behalf of Turbo Toad token. Over 3 million in Turbo was provided by us to make this deal happen. We'll shortly be launching a custom built Turbo Casino, which will accept Turbo as in-game currency. That's super interesting. So basically, for all you people that love gambling, they're making a casino that basically runs on Turbo. So that's
So as we mentioned, that is very, very bullish, right? So this is the U.S. government moves 4,000 Bitcoin. Piled up selling pressure on Bitcoin Wednesday. Several on-chain analysts reported the wallet linked to the U.S. government sent 3,490 Bitcoin worth 240 million to Coinbase Prime in one fell swoop. Oh yeah, Arcam Intelligence transferred assets were seized from Silk Road linked to narcotics traffickers. Bandmeat in 2024. Singh received a 5-year sentence for his crime in April 19th, in addition to forfeiting his crypto holding. U.S. government moved 3,940. This Bitcoin was originally seized. Okay, it's the same thing, literally. The recent asset transfer refers to the U.S.'s first Bitcoin move since March 2023, when it sold over 9,800 Bitcoin worth 215. So how much they sell this time? Oh wow. So they sold 3 times as much to get 200 million. This time it only took 4,000. Last time it took almost 10,000. So that's a testament to Bitcoin, right? At the time of stats, 50,000 coins related to the hack of Silk Road website. Unsurprisingly, like previous incidents, the government's latest transfer has stirred the market uncertainty, especially as it still holds 213,000 over 13 billion. So yeah, that is a big, and I think they're doing that to start pushing it out, but they're going to hold most of this, right? Don't get it twisted. They're not going to sell it cheap. They're waiting for it to peak and then they're going to sell, right? I had to do KYC for Mexi, but it's hardly a hurdle. Mexi KYC commenced January 1st. I'm moving my tokens off tomorrow. Smart Scottish crypto. I think you don't have a choice though, Pip. It's just us that they're kind of pushing out the market for Mexi. I like the guy too, but he doesn't live stream like blacktigerminer and Turbo. Blacktigerminer Turbo Casino Games is huge. Turbo being sold in a deal instead of real money is huge. Turbo's so bullish. Good night, y'all. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for coming out. And you're right. Quarter Crawler, Dance with who brought you to the party. Shout out to
Remember,
Quarter Crawler.
Dance with who brought you to the party. Don't forget that.
Meanwhile, the asset price charts support a significant price rally in short term, according to prominent market analyst Income Sharks. And yeah, the analyst shared a chart shortly after U.S. government's transfer and showed the asset bouncing off the bottom of a major higher time frame trend. Major HFT diagonal respected as a perfect wick touch. This would be the only place I would buy and have be it in the past 3 months. Break the blue line and cut the position. Otherwise, able to hold for much shorter time before upside helps keep me more patient. Despite soft concerns around government transfer, Bitcoin continued to trade around 61,000, price point at 60,000. Coin market cap at the time of writing. So them selling it didn't push the price down. So expect them to try it again soon to see if they can manipulate that price, right? But ultimately, they are trying to keep it up. That's why they're selling it in short pieces, right? It looks like our chart, 15-minute chart. We are still trending up and got some volume building. So let's check Turbo again and see why is there no changes on this part? That is weird. Nothing's happening on the DEX tool. So why is something happening here? Something's weird's going on. But I don't know. I don't want to hold you all night. I just wanted to get the discussion going about Turbo and the big announcement and the new news and how bullish it will be for Turbo, especially with the casino coming, right? The casino might be big for Turbo, and with most of the coins already sold out, once we hit that cap and people start using Turbo's being sold in a deal instead of real money. And with Turbo being used, it's definitely going to push that price for the rest of us who aren't playing the game and using it. It's going to push that price up. So let me know what you guys think about that. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe and get the comments rolling. And also let me know what you feel about the big announcement. If you're for it, put in 57. If you're against it, type a 27 in the chat. I just want to take a quick poll. So let me know what you think. You for the announcement, the merger with Motoverse and the casino possibly? Put a 57 in the chat. If you didn't like it or if you thought it was hype, like who is this? Life Cycle. Put a 27 in the chat. So let's take a quick poll before we sign out. I am Runch. You like it? If you like it, I love it. Let's go. Michael Clarkston, you like it? You like it? I love it. Scottish Crypto 57 for the casino. You like it? I love it. So far, we're looking pretty good for the casino in the announcements. So I thought people were going to turn bearish on Turbo, but it looks like you guys are still on the Turbo turn up. Let's go. It's Turbo turn up time. Remember, Turbo, Turbo, Turbo. Shout out to the Turbo Revolution, the Turbo Toad Army, the Turbo Toad Warriors and Turbo Turn Up. Let's go. Yeah, life cycle. I knew you'd be against it. You've been against it the whole time, even before it came out. Pedro, you against it? Against the whole thing? 27, 27, 27. So it looks like we got 3 for it and 2 against it. Getting pretty close. Turbo Toad Turn Up. Let's go. Let's go, Scottish Crypto. Casino may be bullish though. You're right. Life cycle. So yeah, we need some more votes. We got 3, 4, and 2 against. If we get another against, we would have it all tied up, and we need a tiebreaker. But let's get those votes in. We need CEX, not casino. We need Binance or Coinbase, not casinos. I mean, Binance or Coinbase would help, but as we just looked at, you don't have to have a tier 1 to get into that billion market cap. And I think, what is it, 6.3 billion market cap would get us to 10 cents. So I figure if we get to a billion market cap and then push up, I think we are going to have a good run for Turbo. No, Pedro, wait for third quarter, fourth quarter for CEX. Scottish Crypto, you're right. You want to list, they want to list it when it's actually going parabolic or right before it goes parabolic. So if you list it and you know it's going to keep pumping versus it's a lot of FUD going on right now and a lot of doubt, and people are still pushing against it. Sugar Lump Crypto against casino, meaning gambling. Okay, so against gambling. I can dig that. Wait a minute. I missed a comment. I want bullish news. I'm going to email Coinbase tonight. You do that and email Coinbase every night until they list Turbo, or at least tell us why. I'm sure it doesn't have to be a pay to play situation, right? They can still list it and see how it's going with Turbo. So I guess we are 57. So I was just about to say that. Shout out to Kool-Aid Jones. So it looks like the 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and Kool-Aid's 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. If we count Sugar Lump, 4 against it. I think Turbo is building more venues when we need more players. Huh? They will list it eventually. They will not want to miss out on the revenue. I bet sooner than later. No, I'm telling you, they're waiting for some price action. When it starts pushing again, I can guarantee you one of them, maybe not both of them, but one of them will list it. And then soon after, when they see that volume peaking up, the other one will list it. And okay, real quick, last poll of the night. Who you think will list it first? Coinbase or what was it? Binance. So this is Turbo Toad navigating and growing through volatile market conditions. Our commitment to innovation and community drives us forward. More developments are on the way. And this is what I was trying to see with Turbo. This is just one announcement. These guys are saying there's going to be a whole lot of announcements in the month of July, right? This is just the beginning of the summer. And traditionally, 4th of July marks the halfway point of the summer. And from 4th of July forward is when things start to turn up. We got plans, even if the market got the jitters. Turbo, and this is the blueprint. Okay, but I need somebody at least put an engine, what is this? And what? I'm tripping. Why does this ladder not connect to anything? Anybody notice that? Or is that a piece of the building? But yeah, can we get a cover over the motor? Coinbase first. Coinbase, I hope. 57 in the chat. Quarter crawler. Scottish Wright says Coinbase. I am Gru says Coinbase. Marcos says Binance. I think KuCoin will list first for free before Coinbase and Binance. Interesting, because I completely forgot about KuCoin. And Sugarlump Crypto says Binance. So what we got? 2 for crypto. 2 for Coinbase, 2 for Binance, and 1 for KuCoin. 27 don't like announcing an announcement. Okay, I give you that. So I guess in the original poll, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me write this down. I got paper and everything here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So for 27, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we got 6 for 57. So 57 does push forward in that poll. And we got 3 for Coinbase, 2 for Binance, and 1 for KuCoin. That I do agree on. No pre-announcing. Yeah, that kind of announcement thing got kind of weird with them announcing and then them saying it was an announcement and then them postponing it. And I think that also hurt the momentum. If they would just said nothing until the announcement was ready, I think that would have helped the narrative as well. But if you mentioned there are multiple coins on the way, so this isn't quite the end of the world. And I need you guys to pull together for the Turbo Toad Army and the Turbo Toad Turn Up. Let's go. We are not out of the race yet.
The Turbo Revolution, the Turbo Toad Army, the Turbo Toad Warriors, and Turbo Turn Up. Let's go.
We are just getting started. We are live.
Let's go. It's Turbo Turn Up time. Remember, Turbo, Turbo, Turbo.
Yeah, we are just getting started. Don't wig out or cancel Turbo. It's too early in the project, guys. It is still early on. But I don't want to hold you guys too long. I did an hour and 30. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your support. Thanks for logging in. Thanks for being part of the BTM community, because I'm trying to rebuild the community. But thanks for keeping BTM going. And I think I'll do a Caspa live tomorrow. Let me know if you guys want to do Caspa or what is this? Casper or Turbo. And that's the last poll we got for the night. So I'll give you a couple minutes to respond back to there, and then we'll shut it down. So let me know what you think, Casper or Turbo.
Casper's the Army, better yet the Navy. Shout out to the Air Force and Elon Musk ever get it together, the Space Force. Casper's going to the moon, baby. Remember, dance with who brought you to the party. Don't forget that. Let's go. It's Turbo Turn Up time. Remember, Turbo, Turbo, Turbo.
Migrate YouTubers to YouTube or Project Moon Gold and Soft Shield Turbo. He loves Turbo too. Really? And Soft Shield. Were they live? What is Project Moon Gold? I don't know, but yeah, go in there and what is that called? Rush Turbo. Go in and spam them on Turbo. I might check that out myself. But thanks for joining. I'm logging out. Have a good night. Peace and hair grease, and let's get back to the money, guys. Thanks for your support. And same time tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. CST. All right, guys. Have a good night. God bless.